Hello and welcome again to airgunweb.com. My name is Rick Utzler and I'm glad you can join us again today. Many people have asked me recently what air rifle should they buy that's, say, under $200. Well, that is a very interesting price break because there's a lot of rifles that come right up to it, and then there's some really excellent rifles just over it. What my advice is today is that if you can spend $200, go ahead and spend $220 and get the rifle that we're going to be reviewing today, and that's the RWS Model 34. Now, our version is the Model 34P, and it comes in a composite stock versus the wood stock. Pyramyd Air often will offer their RWS rifles in what's called their striker combo. There's basically two places where RWS rifles seem to fall a little bit short. Both of these things are dealt with in the striker combo. On occasion, what you're going to have is what's called barrel droop, and that's where the barrel just shoots a little bit lower than the scope's able to adjust for. The other issue deals with the rail that you mount your scope to. They use a little bit softer metal, and it sometimes is not able to hold a scope to the rifle, especially with the severe recoils generated by these Magnum Springers. This problem is solved by the installation of the Leapers drop compensator. What this does is it takes that standard 11mm dovetail and turns it into a Weaver mount, as well as putting a brace at the front that grabs that rail and prevents any sort of scope slippage. This solves both problems and allows you to put just about any type of optic you'd like on this rifle with plenty of room for adjustment. Those two items bring the price up to about $280. Frankly, what I would suggest if you're really interested in getting the 34P and want the advantage of this drop compensator, I would go ahead and buy the stock rifle, get the drop compensator, and then put a little bit better optic on this rifle. It certainly deserves more than a 4x32 scope if you're going to be doing any precision shooting from the bench. As far as hunting goes, this is about the ideal package, which is, I think, what Pyramyd Air had in mind when they put this together. Let's go ahead and get a good close look at this rifle. From the moment you pick up the RWS 34P, you know you're dealing with a quality product. The ambidextrous composite stock is very well built. It's not hollow sounding or feeling, and you can certainly tell that there was a lot of effort put into the design. It also is not lightweight in the sense of cheap feeling. It's actually just as heavy as the wood counterpart. Again, there's the left side of the stock. You can see that it is truly ambidextrous, so whether you're a righty or lefty, this rifle's going to shoot well. As part of the striker combo, you get that scope and mount, which is nice. Fiber optic sights both in front and rear, as you can see there. RWS did a nice job on this rifle. Normally they don't have the fiber optic sights, and if you are a person who likes shooting with open sights, you will really like those sights. There's the right side of the stock again. There you go. No cheek piece. It's truly ambidextrous, as is the automatic safety. Part of the kit is this 4x32 Leaper scope. It's a pretty nice scope with mil-dot reticles, and it's also got that mount that converts the 11mm to the Weaver style. It makes it a very stable platform for any optic you'd like to put on this rifle. One of the things that makes RWS special are their triggers. This is an adjustable two-stage trigger. I found it was really nice out of the box, and it works like a two-stage trigger should. Very crisp and clean release on the second part. This Model 34 I picked up in .22 caliber. Let's see how some of the velocities work on this rifle. Let's go ahead and start with the de facto standard for velocity testing, the RWS Hobby pellets. Let's go ahead and take a look at our results. We had a high of 777 feet per second, a low of 768 feet per second, an average of 773 feet per second, with a difference of only 9 feet per second. That's the kind of consistency I was expecting out of an RWS rifle. We're going to go ahead and move to our most accurate pellet, which happens to be the Beeman Field Target Specials. Let's see what they get. Let's go ahead and take a look at our results. We had a high of 707 feet per second, a low of 685 feet per second, giving us an average of 697 feet per second with a difference of 22 feet per second. Now let's go ahead and set up for some accuracy tests and see what we get. I found this rifle to be a lot more fun shooting from the shoulder over long distances. So whatever we get from the bench, realize that hold is absolutely critical. If you change it even slightly at the bench, you're going to find yourself wandering all over the paper. I also found that there are several different pellets that shoot reasonably well, so you'll have a good variety. For example, the Beeman Cro-Magnums turned out one of the best results we had, as well as the Beeman Kodiaks, and of course the Field Target Specials. They all did very well. Let's go ahead and set up and see what we can get. Let's go ahead and wrap up this look at the 34P Striker Combo from Pyramyd Air. I've grown to really appreciate RWS's quality, and I really have grown to enjoy shooting this rifle. It has become my go-to .22 caliber, and it's going to be the gun that I recommend for those people that want to buy one gun that'll really give them everything they need right out of the box. When you add the Striker Combo accessories, you have a platform that will really allow you to make the most out of what you're getting. About the only thing that maybe I would have done differently is include maybe a variable scope, say the Leapers 3-9 by 40 or 3-9 by 50. That would give you a little bit more flexibility, allowing you to shoot more accurately from the bench, as well as be able to reach out and see things a little bit further away. As far as I'm concerned, the RWS 34P is a great rifle. The folks at Pyramyd Air have put together a great package, and I want to say thanks to them for providing this rifle, the drop compensator, and the scope for this review. My name is Rick Utzler with airgunweb.com. I want to thank you for joining us again today. And remember, until next time, please shoot safe and have a whole lot of fun.